Room in Box Canyon for cane upgrade.
Hi, how you doing? It's Ray with you once again. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Life on the Road with Yeshua. I share my experiences on the road as a rookie trucker and what the Lord Yeshua does in my life every day. I was looking at, it looks like the Coquihalla Highway has gotten a bunch of snow. So I'm in no huge hurry to going through the going through the Coquihalla Highway. I'm going through the canyon. When I'm already delayed like this, it doesn't matter anymore. Besides, my first load doesn't really have to be there until, what did it say, 11 or something? So I got a lot of time to get there. Well, at least I know I'm going to get some good sleep tonight. I hope you're all having a good day today. Just going to quickly look at these cams here to see what they're looking like here. Bear shed looks like it's wet. Oh yeah, there's snow up there. Just when you think you're through it all, eh? And it end up having to deal with it again. I'll find out when I get a little closer. They had the chain up lights on there, and apparently guys were needing 3 or 4 sets of triples or something. Look at this, I'm actually going to get through here. Wow. Okay, we're finally out of there. 8:33. Now, see, what was happening is that you heard that little psh. Well, it was doing it every 2 seconds because my wet tank, the lever or the release valve on the wet tank was, every time you pulled the cord, just a hair, it would release. And I guess they replaced the air dryer on it because there was way too much water in my wet tank. So they had to replace that. And they just put a new valve on it, so when I get to my destination, I'll just completely drain my wet tank a couple times until all the moisture is out of there. Hope you enjoyed the video that I posted, the walk in the park. Like I said, that's one of my favorite places to go to. I thought I was going to get an extra day off, but I didn't. I don't even feel like I even went home. I haven't had 2 days off in a row in a long time now. Oh well. That's what happens when you end up resetting in the middle of a week. When you reset on the weekend, at least you're guaranteed 2 days. Usually there's nothing available until Monday, so it might be a few weeks before I get 2 days off in a row again. So anyway, yeah, our agenda for today is we're just going to go to Calgary and drop 3 off, pick up 3, and head back. And apparently there's snow on Rogers Pass, and if that's the case, then that might slow us down too, but I hope not. Technically, we're supposed to be in Calgary, if I take the Coquihalla Highway, about 8:30. If I go through the canyon, it might be 9:30. Didn't have a chance to eat anything this morning. Didn't have a chance to pack any food. Nothing. Wasn't prepared for this. So maybe I'll spend this time fasting. as I can anyway, until my body starts getting weak, because you really can't do much of that when you're driving, because you need all your energy to keep your mind focused. Apparently the chain-up lights are off.
I think you're a professional driver.
So we decided to go for it. It's going to save me an hour of time. Don't want to go through the canyon and find out I could have saved myself an hour of driving time. But we'll find out soon enough if they are off. That's what that's what they're saying. Drive BC updated it, so I hope it is, because I really don't feel like chaining up on dry pavement, because when you look at the cams, it looks pretty wet. Well, it's not dry pavement, but wet. And it looks a little sunny going up Larson, so that would also be a bonus. It's so gloomy around here when there's no sun. So we'll see what it looks like. Doesn't say anything. I'm guessing the lights are off. Well, that was kind of interesting. The granny lane on the Snowshed Hill was pretty good, but I tried to go around one other guy that was going really slow, that was obviously a lot heavier, and I was slipping quite a bit going up there. And I was thinking to myself while I'm going up there, oh man, I should have stayed in the other lane. So sometimes it's better to be patient. Just crawl up the lane that you know is good. So I learned something there. Next time I'll just wait. I'll just hang back and enjoy the ride up the hill. At least I was okay though. Slipped a little bit, but not much. But once in a while you're driving, you're going, oh no. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is get stuck on that hill when the chain up lights are off, and then you ruin it for everyone else, because then they'll turn the lights back on again. So thank you, Lord, for getting me up that hill safely and without incident. Well, we're just arriving at Merritt right now, and that is a very pleasant sight right there. You can see the snow on the top of that mountain. At one point in time, that entire hillside was snowy, and now it's all melting. That's a really nice sign right there. Spring is coming, and not a moment too soon either. Well, right now we are approaching Salmon Arm. A whole bunch of truckers were trying to get a hold of a cattle carrier that was heading eastbound. Apparently part of his fuel tank is dragging on the ground, sparking everywhere. I don't know how the guy can't hear that. When I have a slight noise anywhere on this truck, I'm like, what's that? So yeah, so I don't know if they got a hold of him or not, but I hate to have my fuel tank dragging on the ground and sparks everywhere. That's a pretty scary thought. But yeah, the roads are nice right now. They're dry. There's a little bit of sunshine. It's 6 Celsius. Yeah, it's pretty nice right now. So far, I'm enjoying it while it's lasting. I guess a little while back, not sure how long it's been here, but the trailer Sitting down in the ditch here. Actually see it there. Right on his side. I don't know why they haven't pulled it out of there, but somebody must have fell asleep or slid off the road. They got the truck out of there, but they left the trailer there for some reason. Maybe they'll make a vacation spot out of it, put a picnic table on it. Maybe they'll leave it there as a reminder to slow down, especially when the roads are icy. There's too many people that drive too fast. Even on wet roads, when you're taking really sharp corners, can be really dangerous because there can be diesel fuel or oil on the ground. That's why I like to drive at my comfort level. And if it's a little slower than some people on some corners, oh well. Not too far from Alberta Canyon here, up on Rogers Pass, and there's apparently an accident scene up here, so we'll check it out and see what this is all about. Wow, look at that. Look at that trailer. It's just crunched. Jeez. Look at that thing. I don't know where that ended up, but what a mess. That thing is in some sorry, sad shape. Kind of makes me wonder where the rest of it is. Oh, probably up ahead here on the bridge. Yeah, that thing's in pretty bad shape. The whole side of it got ripped open. Got a whole bunch of swampers there, I guess, or there's even a car right in front of me here. I wonder if that had anything to do with it. Yeah, I don't see any markings on the side of the trailer, so. Maybe he hit the bridge or something. Yeah, he did. See the side of the bridge? That's where he hit it, right on the side there. I don't know where his truck is. Probably towed that thing away already. That's one part about the job that makes me nervous. When you're driving down the road and there's a bridge and another truck's coming the other way, chances are somebody was maybe in the lane or in his lane maybe, and where else is he going to go? Or vice versa, maybe he just ran into it, fell asleep, who knows? Sure see a lot of it, man. You don't see much of this when you're just living your everyday life. When you're out here doing this kind of work, man, you see a lot of it. See an accident like that, and then you see this guy here passing on an island. Didn't learn anything from looking at that, I guess. There's a passing lane right there, and that guy could not wait. That's amazing. Well, I just stopped at the 10-mile brake check to clean my lights, my windows, my mirrors, The final stretch is here. I shaved my head like a week and a half ago. Look how much it's grown out already. That's crazy, eh? My hair just grows like nuts. I'm gonna have to do it again in another month. In time for spring. Okay, let's go. All right, that's pretty dusty going through the pass there. A little dusty going through the pass, eh there, Harry? Quarter tank of fuel since Kamloops, that's not bad. Well, we made it to Calgary. Obviously, we're not driving, so we must have made it here. The trip up here was really, really good. There was a little bit of slush on the top of the Smasher on the Coquihalla Highway, which is typical. There was it was muddy on the top of Rogers Pass, which is also typical. But the rest of the roads were really, really good. I have no complaints whatsoever. Yeah, trip was really, really good. Thank you, Lord, for getting me here in one piece. Thank you, Lord. Hope you enjoyed some of the footage on the way up here, especially going through Lake Louise. I just love looking at the top of those mountain peaks where you can see the sun shining on the top, and I think I even got a little bit of coverage of the mountains going through Rogers Pass too. It's really, really nice, especially when the sun is shining on it, like I said. So tomorrow morning, what's on the agenda? I've got 3 drops to make and 3 pickups, and I'm gonna hopefully, I don't have to go to Red Deer this time, thankfully, so I shouldn't have a problem getting back to Kamloops tomorrow for the night. That's what my plan is going to be. Will it work out that way? I don't know. So, I'm extremely tired. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so I'm going to hit the hay and get up and whenever my body wakes me up. And we'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. It's Ray back with you once again. It is the morning. The next day. It is the 14th today, February 14th. Officially another pagan, not even a holiday, but I'm not going to wish you a happy Valentine's Day because I don't believe in those kind of holidays, because there's always some kind of pagan belief behind it. And if you did a little bit of research on what Valentine's Day really stands for, you'd probably be shocked. So, it has a lot to do with gods they used to worship and goddesses and all that other crap. So, the only thing I'm going to do today is wish you a happy day in the name of Yeshua, in the name of Jesus. I had a really good sleep today. I think there's one store that I haven't been to before that I'm going to be heading to today, so that'll be interesting. Out of 9 months of driving, and I've never been to the store before, so it just happened to be luck of the draw, I guess, that I haven't been to this one. But I looked on the map and it looks pretty I say that now, but who knows, right? It almost seems like the sun is getting up a little bit earlier, which it is. Every day I think we gain 5 minutes or something like that up to the summer, so that's kind of nice. So by next week it'll be up 20 minutes earlier, which will be nice. So, well, maybe it seems like that because I've actually gotten at some of these stops over an hour ago, but I figure I don't need to be there an hour early, as long as if I can. I'm going to try to hopefully get out of here by noon. I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm going to try. But it looks like another beautiful morning. Probably going to be chilly, but it's nice. We're at stop number 1, and evidently it's going to take them 45 minutes, so I got to wait. But again, that's all a part of the game. So, figure out while I'm waiting, could always have myself something to eat, but I'm not really hungry. I'm not a person that eats first thing in the morning. Never have been, unless I'm extremely hungry. But I had my bowl of cereal last night, and that was just loaded with nutrients. So it's probably going to do me good for at least a few more hours before I get hungry again. So I'll just kind of wait it out, and hopefully it'll have me unloaded a little sooner. We can make our way to our next stop. All right, we're off to stop number 2. I really got to get myself some sunglasses. Some real ones too. The other ones I had, they were terrible. All they did was make everything dark. It didn't block the sun out. Made it look like it was nighttime. Couldn't see anything with them on even during the day. Oh, joy. Rush hour traffic. You know something else I wanted to share with you? I was talking about anxiety, issues with anxiety before, and I realized something. One of the posts that somebody had made on my YouTube channel, that I'm trying to remember who it is, so please forgive me if I don't remember what your name was or username was, mentioned that even they get anxiety, or he or she gets anxiety, I think it's a he, gets anxiety when approaching places to go to back into, because you just don't know what you're going to be dealing with. And every once in a while I feel like I'm under some kind of a spiritual attack or whatever, but you know what, some of that, in some cases I think that does happen, but I think a majority of the time it's just the anxiousness, the anxiety of getting to your next stop, because I felt a little bit of anxiety going to my last stop I just went to, and of course it went away when I got there. And I think that's a normal thing, because this is my first year at this, and even though I know the stops where I'm going to, you just don't know what you're going to be dealing with. There could be somebody parked in a really unusual spot, and then you got to deal with that. So I think it just comes with the job, but I think probably maybe after the summertime, maybe that'll go away. Maybe even during the summertime that'll go away, because I'll have more trucking experience under my belt. So like even right now, I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety, not because of traffic, but because I don't really know what I'm going to be dealing with when I get to this other stop, if I'm going to have situations I'm going to have to deal with. But you know what? I think that's a healthy thing. I really do, because it just keeps me aware. It doesn't allow me to be overconfident, which can cause a lot of accidents, a lot of problems. So, fourth gear. Yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you. It's kind of interesting how it comes and goes, but it's almost like skiing for the first time, or having to go talk to your boss about a raise. I mean, you're going to get anxiety about all different kinds of things, and I guess, look at this guy. Oh man, you didn't see it. You almost merged right into that truck. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with driving one of these things. You can do a lot of damage real fast. So you really have to be extra careful. So I think the anxiety is going to be there a lot more than it would be if I was delivering something with my car. Looks like we've got an accident out here. Accident or something. It's not rush hour traffic, it's just probably a fender bender. It said emergency crew. Yeah. Fender bender. More of a hood cruncher. Was that guy driving that car again? That's a write-off. I'm not laughing at it, but it's more than a fender bender. Well, we're here at our second stop, and we made this delivery last time, and I remember the little route I had to go to get in there safely, and I plan to do it again. Same exact way. To head up this road here. I used to take the first right, but I won't do that. I'll take the next one after that. That'll be the easy way in there. All right. I'm done with this stop. All right. Time for the anxiety to kick in again. Look at this tight corner. My goodness, they just don't give you any room to get through here. Ridiculous. Oh man, I'd love to have a conversation with some of the engineers that design these places, man. I'd like walk up to them and I'd go, is there something wrong with your head? Oh yeah, I know this one. I think it's hilarious. You haven't been to a store for a while and you're like, gee, I wonder where it is. And once you show up, you go, oh yeah, okay. They got two loading docks. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be in. I forget. It's probably the one at the very far end, but that's okay. I'm just going to squeeze in here so I'm out of the way. They can break the seal, and then I'll back into the right one. The little magpies are running around over there. Maybe I can give them some nuts. Love to get one of those guys close up on a camera. They're really beautiful birds. Well, I took a look around to see if I could give them a nut, but they keep disappearing. I threw a nut down. There's one thing that I will admit though, those birds aren't very bright. Or they just don't or they don't want to be bothered. Maybe they're too smart. Maybe they're incredibly arrogant. I don't know. I threw a couple nuts down. He looked at it and just flew away. He's like, yeah. So, oh well. What can you do? I put them down over there in case they want them later.
After 400 meters, take the exit right.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go right here, but I don't know if it's a truck route or not. That's the big question here. Well, there's a truck that went right there, so I'm guessing I can.
Take the exit right.
Oh, looks like the mall complex ahead of me here. When I'm not sure where to go, I'll get up to the main drag there, and I will put on my four-ways, and that usually warns people I'm lost. Or I don't know where I'm going. And to be patient with me or go around, one or the other. See, that's the only thing that makes me nervous driving through these areas. You don't know what, you have to really keep an eye out for what the truck routes are. So you certainly don't want to go underneath some walkway or something and there's like 3 meters of clearance and crash. Wouldn't be very good. So far I haven't seen any signs regarding if it's not a truck route, so that's a good sign. But there's got to be some, there has to be a truck route in here because how else are these stores going to get deliveries, right? Where are you?
After 400 meters, turn right, then make a U-turn.
What do you mean make a U-turn? Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me, right? I'm not gonna listen to that. Okay, I see the store. I don't know which way you can go in there though. Like I said, I've never been there yet. No, I don't think I've been to this one before.
Turn right, Country Village Road Northeast, then make a U-turn.
No, I'm not going to make a U-turn. I don't know which ways. I got to find some way to turn around here. Well, I found a place to turn around. There was a street up there that kind of looped around, so fortunately there was just enough room for me to get through there. This is the only thing that I hate about having a regular GPS. It will send you down a residential area. And there's not a whole lot of room for turning around or room for error or nothing like that. So, I'm just going to come up to this area where I should turn in, and I am going to just park on the side of the road with my four-ways on, and I'm going to go find out how I can get in there. Well, I finally got to this location. You wouldn't believe the nightmare I went through to get in here. This back alleyway, it's a one-way street. Or a one-way alleyway. You can only go one way. The way I'm facing is the only way through there. This is the way that I ended up coming up because I didn't see the one-way sign until I turned up in here. Then I had to find a way to squeeze around the building and try to get out so I could turn around and make another approach coming this way. Well, the parking lot has got tons of cars in it. There's posts everywhere. Wow. All right. I'm heading to my last stop. This, you watch, this will be the easiest one, and it's the one of the more difficult ones. But I'm going to treat it calmly, like I said before. And I'm going to get some help backing in, because there's no way I'm going to be able to back across 4 lanes of traffic at 1:30 in the afternoon. Yep. So let's hope I have an easier time. getting out of here as I did getting in. Look at it. Look at these poles here. What a stupid place to put those. I mean, they're doing that to protect the grass. Are you kidding me? In the back of an alley? As you can see, straight ahead of me here, there's the Rona to our right. And I have to back across 4 lanes here to back into their loading dock, not into Rona.
Turn left, 26th Avenue Northeast. Then you have reached your
But I'm going to get
destination.
their help. Like I said, I'm going to get them to help me. So I've got to do this. Thank you.
Turn right, 32nd Street Northeast.
Not very smart people, man. Not very smart people. Huh? Maybe not. Thank you very much. I was real tempted just to stay in the middle of the road. Finally, we're on the highway, heading back. Almost 5 o'clock. 5 hours past the time I wanted to really leave. So if I'm lucky, I'll get into Revelstoke by 8:30. I can only drive until 10 o'clock, so I'm never going to make it to Kamloops now. So and I really didn't want to drive through Rogers Pass when it was dark, because people that drive through there at night, they're just total maniacs. They're dangerous. I like driving through there during the day when I can see. And the worst drivers drive at night through there. Probably because they don't want to have to go through the scales and show that they don't have a driver's license. So, I'll do whatever. I want to get through Rogers Pass. I would like to eat something. I haven't had anything really to eat in 2 days. Guess I could have had, well, I had my bowl of cereal. But last night. So I would like to stop maybe at the Subway. In Revelstoke, maybe. Well, we made it to Malaqua. If you're not familiar with this area, this is a little truck stop here. I think it's in Esso out there. I think that's in Esso. But it actually has a restaurant here that apparently has some really good food. I've yet to try it out. But it's about, we got here about 9:15, and I think I have like maybe another half an hour, no, about 15 minutes after 10 o'clock would have been my my cutoff time for hours. I would have reached my 16 hours at that time. It's a shame though, I really wanted to make it to Kamloops, but sitting at that loading dock for 3.5 hours just ruined everything for me getting there. But that's okay, it's only about 4 hours and 50 minutes before I get back to the yard from here. So I should be able to do that. Even if I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, I should be there by noon, and that if the weather is good. So yeah, that's where we're going to stay tonight, and that's all I got to say. See you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It is 7:35, and we are heading back now to Aldergrove. Should be there about 12:30, well, probably about 1:30. Looks like I don't have to, looks like my first pre-plan, or my next plan. I thought I was supposed to be coming back the next day after, but it looks like I'm going to get actually the next one is scheduled for Monday, 6 a.m. delivery. So when I get home, I get Saturday off, and then I got to go back to leave Sunday morning, which is really nice because that means I get the Sabbath off. That's awesome. I like how that worked out. Right now, we're not too far from Kamloops. Just leaving Chase, then in Pichard, and then into Kamloops. And I looked at the cams, and looks a little foggy on top of the summit there on on the Coquihalla Highway. Helmer and Larson look sunny. We made it to Kamloops. It's nice and sunny out here, just the way I like it. I think I mentioned earlier before that I'm supposed to be planning to go out Sunday morning. My daughter's got a really bad cold, so I'm probably going to stay at the yard tonight and tomorrow, just sleep in the truck. I really can't afford to get cold. Makes driving really miserable. I've been extremely blessed so far. I haven't had a cold all winter. As a matter of fact, I haven't had a cold for over a year. That's a good sign. That means I'm reasonably healthy. At least my immune system is good. As long as I keep drinking good old orange juice, I guess. I don't know. Actually, you know what? No, I think I haven't had a cold in 9 months since I started working for the company. And I think a lot of that contributes to that is that when I go into a bathroom or I open up a doorway, like a public door, I always use my sleeve, or if I'm leaving a bathroom, I use a paper towel. I don't like touching other things that other people touch. Or if I'm grabbing a handle and I'm going into a bathroom, I usually grab it in a place where most people don't. Like most people, when they grab a handle, they'll grab it like this. Yeah. But I usually grab it from the top or something. The place where the least amount of contact. Some might say that's a bit obsessive, but no, it's not. It's so far I haven't had to deal with colds or a flu or nothing, and I've been in some severe cold weather, and God's blessed me with. I think a lot of colds are just from germs. If you keep yourself warm and bundled up in cold weather, you'll be all right. And a lot of it has to do with too, I think, how you eat, and a lot of it has to do with kind of food that you're eating, giving your body the right amount of vitamins, getting rid of the cigarettes 3 months ago. I think it's 3 months now. Made a huge difference, I'm sure. So I'm also noticing something else that
Hey, Gordon, how's it going?
you might even recognize it too. When I first started first got rid of the cigarettes and started my e-cigarette, I was clearing my throat constantly. And I noticed yesterday, hey, wait a minute, I haven't been doing that very much lately. So that's a good sign. Some people say that that'll continue for months and months and months. And I'm sure I'm still going to be clearing my throat for a while, but it's not as bad as it was, where every second word I was saying, I'm like, so things are looking up, and that really helps. Smoking the lightest cigarette on the market. I smoked the lightest cigarette on the market for a couple of years, and I think that made a difference. It had very low tar in it. I don't want to mention the brand of the cigarette, because I don't want to promote them. But if you just do your homework, you can find out which is the lightest one on the market. When you're ready to get off of those things, maybe smoke those for a few months and then quit. Makes it a lot easier. So, it's a beautiful sunny day in Kamloops, and I'm looking forward to a nice sunny drive up to Kokala Highway. Oh yeah, another thing too, my pre-plan is to go into Calgary, and my return trip is Lethbridge. And I've been in Lethbridge only one other time, and that was when I was training, I think. No, maybe I've been there twice. Maybe I've been there before that. Or should I say after that? I don't know. But that'll be another new experience for the channel. Never been into Lethbridge. I never recorded it anyway, so got that to look forward to. So all of that Monday. Be there. Coming up this Monday on CBC. We're at the Helmer brake check here in Merritt, and it's just a gorgeous day today. I have a half of a Subway sandwich and 2 bananas. I wonder if the crows will like those. They're going to get a 3-course meal today. Ooh, there's lots of them out. I got 2 up on the pole and 2 sitting over at the on the stand that says truck stop here. That's kind of funny. So I'll just kind of pull in here and dish out lunch. I'm sure this will make them happy. Bought these bananas from truck stop and yesterday, and look at how brown and mushy they're getting already. It's just a joke. Last time I do that. So we got that, plus we have half of a Subway sandwich for them and some peanuts. Dinner time! I think I'll give them a little bit more nuts because there's quite a bit of them. Look at them all. They're going to be fighting over that Subway sandwich. Oh, look at that. They're going right after the nuts. Oh, no, they didn't. They're after the sandwich. I think one took off. I didn't see it. But I think one grabbed an entire sandwich and ran with it. There we go. Yeah, and it reminds me that I need to pick up some more nuts. That bag of nuts didn't last very long. But you know what? That makes me happy when I can feed them. All I gotta do now is drop this trailer and bobtail back to the yard, and I'm done until Sunday morning. And I'll drop it in the usual place I always do. There's always a spot at the very end for me. Alright, so what I normally do is when we drop the trailers here, we normally are supposed to, well, we are supposed to put the paperwork on the very, very back. We take our copy and then the paperwork goes on the very back of the trailer where the seal is. And I always like to wrap it in a plastic bag, just in case it rains. Yeah, so normally I'll just put it back here on the where the seal would go. Right in there. And now we'll just kind of unhook the trailer and we can get out of here. To work both arms. Get in here and pull that sucker out, and then undo our lines. And these go in here. There we go. And usually what I do when I'm done is I'll just do a visual of the truck to make sure that all the airbags are inflated and tires look good. Alright, and that's it. Just gonna stop outside the gate here and finalize my paperwork and send out my macro to the company, letting them know the trailer is here and that load is complete. And then we can head back. Look at this sun. Woohoo! Love this kind of weather. All right. Oh man, is it ever nice. You can see people out there. The spring guys are out doing all the hedges, getting ready for summer. I love that. I'm really going to enjoy the summer. Believe me. Well, this has been a really good trip. Really good trip, man. Better than a bad trip, baby. Yeah, it's been a good trip. Nice driving on the way up, nice driving on the way down. Things are just looking up for spring. I keep talking about spring, I know. That's how much I'm looking forward to it. Why? Because one of the reasons why is because I'm really looking forward to getting through my first winter. Because I was really nervous about it, my first winter. When October rolled around, I was, talk about anxiety. I was really, really nervous. Didn't know what to expect. And, well, I've seen my share of wrecks. And the winter ain't over yet, so we'll probably do some kind of, some type of a review. Probably some kind of a video of all the different interesting moments of winter for me, but we'll wait for it to finish first because it ain't over yet. Once I start seeing stuff melting on Rogers Pass at the Coquihalla Highway, then it is melting now, but it ain't over yet. So I'll make sure I put a video together for you about that. But yeah, today was a really good trip. It was a lot of fun, and this guy's pretty well driving in my lane here. Yeah, but he's, no wonder, he's got the steering wheel on the wrong side of the road, or it's the wrong side of the truck. It's one of those Land Cruisers. Yeah, but anywho, what else can I say? Just gonna head back to the yard now, like I said earlier, and maybe I'll get lucky and get a truck wash, bring in my paperwork, finalize my logbook, and call it a day and relax for the rest of the day, and maybe even sit in the driver's shack with the other guys and watch a hockey game tonight. I feel good. I love sneezing. I guess that's my final word. Till next time, everyone. Maybe I'll have some kind of video for you tomorrow. I don't know. I'm probably spending a lot of time just putting one together. Talk to you later. Have a good day. In the name of Yeshua, God be with you all. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that fluoride.